Good morning, dear listeners. Today we come to another chapter of the No Age Ontology series of podcasts, which are related to my book with the same title, No Age Ontology. And today we speak about the timeless law in the Arcane wisdom tradition. So the Arcane tradition basically has come down through corridors of time, of past eras and ancient civilizations. The Arcane wisdom tradition includes the doctrine of perpetual evolution of substance, energy, and consciousness, respectively, on all the various planes of activity. The teachings of the Arcane wisdom says that there is an infinite planes of evolution in groups of 7, which are subdivided in 7 and so on. It holds that the universe is regulated by 7 laws, which are integrated in and by the absolute law, which can be equated to the timeless mind of pure being. Here is called the absolute law. So according to the Arcane wisdom, the absolute law just is in itself, existing beyond time, space, and change, and therefore is transcending all the relative laws, including the law of cause and effect, which we'll speak about in future podcasts. So this absolute law is unconditioned and immutable, self-existent, self-sufficient, and ineffable. Beyond the absolute law there is nothing, and higher than the absolute law there is nothing, and older than the absolute law there is nothing. So in these 3 sentences is taught that the absolute omnipresence of the law, which is equated with mind. Now the absolute law in the Arcane wisdom teaching is infinity, which is also nothingness. But in that infinity of nothingness, there is the latency of infinite potentiality for anything to arise, and the promise of manifest everythingness. So the womb of the universe and sentient beings is latent in the infinity of nothingness. So in these very, very few words, it's basically subsumed timeless law in the Arcane wisdom tradition. There are also the Arcane wisdom tradition speaks about other laws, which there are other 6 laws main, and we are going to talk about them in future podcasts, and they will I already spoken a little bit about this in my previous book, The 7 Laws of Reality, but here are presented in a somewhat slightly different fashion. It's different explanations, but we are going to speak more about that later, because now these basically first few podcasts are about the main law, or the first law of mind, the timeless mind. So we're just looking at this law or the timeless mind of pure being from different perspectives and from different traditions. This concludes the podcast for today, and just to remind you that you can find all these informations in the book No Age Ontology, which includes all the different topics that we cover in the podcast. Thank you for listening.